Hey there, everybody. Let's talk some stocks. It is already Friday morning on the East Coast, October 7th, but we're going to talk about October 6th, Thursday's stock market review. Also, what did I do as the Tesla options? If you've been following this week's series about stocks, the Tesla options, I spent $500 on Tesla options early in the week. They're not worth a lot of money right now. I actually sold them today and got $58. And then I took that $58 and I bought another Tesla option, which expires today at 4 p.m. At a strike price of $250 a share. So this was my attempt to cut my losses and then chase good money after bad with the last 50, $55 or something like that. So if they have an amazing day tomorrow, which I don't expect them to actually, it's a total gamble. But if they do, and they somehow jump to like $255 a share, I'll actually make more than $500 and make money on the week. But I don't think it's happening. I think it's going to be a loss this week. However, we're just going to start it again next week, especially if Tesla has a down day on Friday. If they go down even further, and there's no other macroeconomic issues that are really dragging down the market, the big one is, of course, instability with Putin and his threats about nuclear war, sort of dangerous stuff. And of course, if there's anything like that going on, that is definitely going to hurt the market big time. If there's some type of outbreak of violence, even worse than it is already on the nuclear level. So I feel like that's kind of hanging over everyone's head until somehow that gets dealt with. And it's a very touchy subject because it doesn't really end until Putin is out of power and not a threat to anyone anymore. And so until that happens, it's kind of hanging over the market. I think we kind of like forget it about it a little bit and go back to our lives, but it's still hanging out there and it's not a stable situation. So something will eventually have to be done there. But reasons why the market might still remain in uncertain terms. So I don't expect that to happen well with Tesla, but if they do go down, we will try it again next week, especially if they get on Friday. So what else happened in the market on Thursday? I went looking through the companies that we have here. Everything pretty much had a mildly down day that we have big on our list. I went through more companies. We're down to under 800 companies in here. I did spend some time today to do this. So we got down to 796 companies right now, and we'll get this down even further as to keep working on it. But let's take a look at biggest movers up today. Who were they? This Richardson Electronics company, which is really small. Video game, Take-Two Interactive, Roblox. Yeah, they're just going to go down. Avis again, Avis Budget Car Group goes past 175 today. They're one we were following here across the week. Just they do have good financials, and travel is coming back, and that one continued all week long. That was pretty good. What about the other side of things that were down today? I noticed a lot of energy sector stuff was down. Some biopharma. I found WD-40 today, and I reviewed WD-40 for the first time in a while. That company just makes me laugh. Their name of their company is WD-40. You're like, well, what do they make? That WD-40? And you're like, yeah, they make WD-40. And do you know how profitable WD-40 is and how everybody uses WD-40? If you've ever worked, cleaned, done anything, it's like, hey, you got some WD-40? Got to go to the store to get some WD-40. Like this, I put my comment as they're the Coca-Cola of Greece. They are seriously like everybody uses them, and they have a good dividend, and they've got steady financials, and it's not like all of a sudden they're going to lose their. I mean, I don't know how long patents are good for, trademarks, things like that, or maybe they hide the secret so nobody knows, so they keep making it forever, just like Coca-Cola. But that company is hilariously profitable, and everybody uses them. So I'm glad I looked into them. They're not a bad buy. Like you can put them above where they are on a day like this. I don't want to type in a price because I didn't really look at what their price target should be, but they are a really good company, amazingly. Some waste systems companies that are also profitable. Casella is not the big one. The other one's the big one. I found two different waste companies, solid waste management companies. Anyway, point is not too many interesting things to look at in this direction. but continue to look at the companies that I've really focused on that I think are still going to go up. And any ones that might go down, there's only a few that I really do have on here that quarterly target prices of $1 companies. DraftKings, Schrodinger, Roblox, and Facebook. Facebook also had a mildly up day. I do hate them. That's the next thing I'm going to talk about next week is not only are we going to buy long calls on Tesla to go up, we're going to buy puts on Facebook to go down. Because when you see a company at $139 a share and the end game for them is turning into MySpace, is what is going to happen to them. Even worse. Tom at least has a good reputation. He's still everybody's friends. The guy Tom from MySpace, who's pictured, if you're old and you remember MySpace, he, I believe, drives around the country taking pictures of stuff. That's my idol. I like doing that too. So Tom at least has a good reputation. Zuckerberg will not go down with a good reputation. Zuckerberg will only get worse. So this company, I still think they're going down. Anything else we want to look at or talk about today? Just I thought it was interesting to recycle my option on Tesla to get it down to a lower strike price because they continue to drop this week. So even though there's only like 7.5 trading hours in this option, I don't know, crazy news, something happens, somebody decides to put money in the market, people realize how low they are at 238, and they could potentially have, I mean, them having a $12 update is not out of the realm of possibility. I mean, they really need to have a $17 update for me to make all my money back from this week on these Tesla options. But I mean, like you're seeing them at the bottom of this year trend, and they are not a bottom company. So we will be there when they snap back, because we're going to keep doing this every week, and then I'll show you what a great week looks like. You'll be amazed how much money is made. So that's the update for today. I will continue to go through the list and get this thing down. We are under 800. We were at like 1400 or something a couple weeks ago. So been making some progress, not as much as I'd wanted to, but we'll continue to do that. So that's the stock update for Thursday. I'll be back for a Friday night update or weekend version where I talk about the options that I'm going to plan for Monday morning. There you go. So good luck, everybody. I hope all your trades are winning, and go Tesla. Good luck. Good luck, Tesla. And we're out. See you.